Good morning and welcome to Join the Dots. Last week we ended with some really heavy truths about what's happening in this world. So today I wanted to bring it back to money. Let's bring it back to finance, a little bit less stressful hopefully, although equally important if you're going to plan for the future. So first of all, let's do some happy news, all right? Let's look at what we performed over the last month, okay? So XRP, well, that's not so happy as it was down 6.5%, but again, it's an incredibly volatile unit, and I don't worry about that. I'm in for the journey. Remember, I started at 50 cents, so now it's $3.09. Am I really worried about it going down 6% in a month? Not at all. We'll come on to where we think that journey takes us later. Silver. Now silver is up 9.3% this month and it's broken out of 40, which is a huge level I think for it to get through. And I see a clear path to 48, which is another 20%. It's already at 42. So now I looked at Pan American Silver because I like to compare the metal with the miners. And it's quite incredible this month. Silver is up 9.3%. Pan American Silver is up 17%. So it's up 179%, okay, compared to silver. It's 179% higher rise. Then you look at gold. Gold is up 8.6% this month. Again, it's broken out of that 3-2-3-4 trading pattern. And I think it's got a long way to go. And then I look at Agnico Eagle Mines, it's up 15.46%, which is 182% of gold's rise. So again, you see this, I mean, it's a month, it's not a basis to judge everything, but the miners have risen 180% versus the metal price. And that's what I see continuing and maybe accelerating at some point, okay? So there we are. It's been a very good month for us. I'm delighted. I added to my silver stack, as I told you, over a week ago, and it's done extremely well. Right, that's the first story. So that's a happy story. Then we go on to XRP, and this is an interview on All in Crypto with Rupert, who hosts All in Crypto, and he's gone back and found a paper by Robert Michnick, M-I-T-C-H-N-I-C-K, Robert Michnick, who is the BlackRock head of digital assets. Now, there's a lot of talk about a connection between BlackRock and XRP, and obviously this plays into the connection between everything that's against the people. Doesn't mean you can't make money out of it though, and we have to make money because we can't stop what they're doing. All we can do is make money out of it and be in a better position on the other side. All right, so Robert Michnick's piece, and I won't go into it in huge detail, basically comes up with a forecast or a maximum forecast of $32.91 for XRP. Well, that's 10x of where we are today. So some people say, oh, 10x, that's not much in the crypto world. I'll take 10x any day. Okay, so 32.91. BlackRock haven't filed an ETF yet, which is interesting. And again, goes to the connection. There's a connection there. We'll find out. We can't get the truth straight away on everything. Okay, so that's crypto, that's XRP. The next link I want to give you, that's the first link I'll give you. The second link is Eurodollar University. I like Jeff Schneider. I really do like Jeff Schneider. His reporting is tremendous. I haven't subscribed because I feel I get enough from his public presentations without going into the infinite detail. But he's ever so good. And what he's basically saying fundamentally is that people will see the US Treasury going down and think of it as positive. It is completely the opposite, like most things in this world. It's the opposite of what you think. It's the opposite of what you're told. It's the opposite of what you're led to believe. The reason the US Treasury is going down is because people are coming out of other instruments in the market looking for safety. So you're going to see other instruments. Maybe it's mortgage collateralized debt. Maybe it's all these collateralized debt obligations. All these other, what do we call them? What did I say we had 500 trillion of the other day? Derivatives. All these derivatives are starting to tighten, starting to shake, starting to fall apart. I think fall apart, but that's down the road. But they're starting, the prices are rising, or rather the yields are rising, the prices are falling, their value is falling, and more money is moving into treasuries because it's the safest of a very unsafe bunch. Okay, and remember that derivative figure I told you about, 500 trillion? Once that market starts to look for safety, which it's doing, this is what Jeff says from Eurodollar University, the market is looking for safety. So more money is going into the treasury. So Bloomberg, CNBC, Wall Street Journal, FT will project this as a positive thing. Treasury yields are going down. No, it is a warning sign that the rest of the market is losing liquidity and the money is hiding in US treasuries. You don't get the truth, you get the opposite. And I'll explain it again in a minute, because I'll show you again in a minute. You don't get the truth, you get the opposite. So that's Eurodollar University. It's a good piece. It's very technical, it's very hard to, even for me it was hard to understand, it really was. But I got there in the end, I think. Okay, so I've told you about our performance. The next one is Miles Harris. Now, I love Miles Harris. Love him, very understated, very, very intelligent. It worries me sometimes when I hear really intelligent people, because I think, yeah, now am I understanding this correctly, or am I getting the complete opposite? And you start to worry about controlled opposition, and you start to worry about how this matrix can deceive people. So, but Miles Harris I trust for the moment, and he's done a very, very good piece here. And I really would like you to watch it. I think I wrote some notes on it. Let me have a look. See if I did or not. Maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. Any risk or uncertainty, there's a deeper truth. So just like Eurodollar University, and you think at first Treasury yields going down is a positive, there's a deeper truth coming out of the gold market. And it's interesting because Miles Harris goes into the digitalization of the gold, okay? And it's going to be put on a ledger. And basically the bottom line, because we're running out of time, is gold is most definitely not a bubble. It's a strategy. And that fits in with many, many, many views of how gold is going to be used as the reserve asset to back currencies at a much, much higher price. Much higher price. Okay, because the more they can inflate the gold price and then use it to back treasuries, say, the less gold they need. So, because they just inflate the price. And I think this Miles Harris one is really one to watch, okay? There's a very deep truth in what's happening to the gold price. And the public haven't even started yet, as I keep telling you. The public still have less than 1% of their portfolio in gold. And what does Ray Dalio say? 15 to 20%. That's a lot of demand, and there ain't any supply. Think about the price. Okay. And the last piece, Greg Mannarino. Now, just to tell you, this is just incidental. I got an email from Greg today, just a system-driven one, saying that I've referred 25 people to his subscription service. Well done, you. If 25 of you have decided to take Greg Mannarino's service for $3 a month, for $30 a year, it's a gift. It's an absolute gift. The data, the analysis that he puts into markets, his trading experience, he gives you 5 or 6 trades a week. Fantastic value. Versus people searching on the internet for random people who might suggest something and somewhere they're getting a commission. Greg doesn't get commissions. So I think that's a really valuable one. And I'm number one, evidently, as referrals in the world. Okay. Now, the more important thing, just to end on, protests. It's not the protests that I'm going to talk about. It's the reporting of the protests, okay? So I know 2 people who were there. One who flew back from Dubai to be there. Okay, that's how important he felt it was. And one, my brother, who was there. Okay? And they have different views. They had the same view, really, on the number of people there. And this is the key. This is the key. I have told you about the matrix. I have told you about the lies. And in my world, I call them psychopathic lies because they are so obvious. Only a psychopath could tell you a lie and revel in it because he knows, you know, it's a lie. But he does it anyway. Bill Gates does it on vaccines. Bill Gates does it on all medicine. He hasn't got a clue. Okay? He's a psychopath and he lies and he gets fulfillment out of you knowing he's lying but letting him say it anyway. So what did the police do? They announced the figures at this protest were 110,000. I've been in a crowd of 120,000. Well, I think it's some degrees out. The two people who were there, and one of them didn't even get over Blackfriars Bridge. If you watch the video that's up on the Guardian website, I'll try and link it. You'll see the crowd and you'll see the stream of people, and it's miles long, miles, and they're not narrow roads, okay? I'd say 500,000 to 1 million. But what I'm showing you is the police are so arrogantly psychopathic that they can say 110,000 and actually almost laugh at you, the fact they're telling such a blatant lie. They're laughing at you. The BBC are laughing at you, 110,000. They are laughing at you, 110,000. And another thing comes out of this, which is really interesting, okay? How many arrests were there? 9. So there's a crowd of 500,000 to 1 million. There's 9 arrests. Let me give you the Notting Hill data that the BBC call a vibrant occasion. And all the media says it's a wonderful occasion. Let me give you some data from Notting Hill last year. 528 arrests. 75 police injured. 2 stabbings. 11 guns seized. 40 knives seized. That was vibrant. That was a vibrant occasion, the BBC said. And the police didn't moan. There were 9 arrests yesterday with probably well over 500,000 people in attendance. They're psychopaths. They actually tell you lies that are so obviously a lie. What do they think of you? I'll leave it there. Let's come back tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have some more financial news. The markets will be open. It's a new week and we'll see where we're going. But last month, as I say, our shares up 17%, up 15%. The metals up 9%, 8%. XRP, a bit wobbly, but coming back strongly at the moment. We'll see where it goes, but it's a journey. It's not a trade. Thank you very much.